is the 1 p.m. news, which is coming behind scheduled duty a live telecast. I am Aisha Obali. Nigeria is reaffirming its commitment to strategic collaborations that translate to sustainable and inclusive development for all, as the country calls on the BRICS to lead a new path of justice in the world. President made the commitment while addressing the 2025 BRICS Summit of Heads of State and Government in Rio de Janeiro. State House correspondent Musbah Wahab completes the report.
President Bola Tinubu is here, representing Nigeria, recognized as a partner country to the BRICS. And the characteristic pleasantry again between the two friends as President Luiz Lula da Silva received his invited guests. President of the largest black nation in the world featured in the circle as the bloc focused on how to strengthen Global South cooperation for more inclusive and sustainable governance. Such issue bothers President Tinubu from Africa's perspective. The Nigerian leader cited the climate change adaptation programs, for example, and acknowledged how Africa suffers the most despite contributing the least to the global emission. And so, with some global resolutions skewed against Africa, President Tinubu is hoping that the BRICS can rewrite the story in fairness.
Nigeria therefore called on BRICS to lead a new path of justice anchored on fairness, sustainable technology, transfer and accessible financing, such that emerging economies can fully benefit from the various initiatives in this field.
He highlighted Nigeria's effort to accelerate renewable energy adoption, mainstream climate action, promote nature-based solutions and strengthen urban resilience, among other decisions to ensure inclusivity in growth and prosperity.
We believe the BRICS must not only be a bloc of emerging economies, it must be a beacon of emerging solutions and resolutions rooted in solidarity, self-reliance, sustainability, and shared growth, prosperity of a common future.
Expressing the country's strong belief in the South-South cooperation, President Tinubu indicated Nigeria's readiness as the giant of Africa to take its place in global decision-making.
Nigeria strongly believes in South-South cooperation. We can therefore not be passive participants in global decision-making. We must be architects of a future that addresses the specific needs and concerns of youth, which represent 70% of our population in Nigeria. Therefore, we believe Nigeria remains guided by our long-term vision 2050 and nationally determined contribution.
President Tinubu affirmed to the bloc his administration's resolve to transform challenges into opportunities through purposeful programs and policies. In Rio de Janeiro, Musbah Wahab, NC News.
Meanwhile, back home, President Bola Tinubu has described the critical infrastructure project provided by the FCTA as his administration's way of bridging the gap between promise and performance. The president stated this while inaugurating the newly rehabilitated Aguma Palace Radio Nigeria New Market Road in the Gwagwalada Area Council. Onoze Yakubu reports that the president's message was delivered by Vice President Kashim Shettima at the event.
Gwagwalada Township roads have been in a deplorable condition for many years. Statistics indicate that for those who live beyond the city center, they have watched development happen from a distance. But history is being rewritten with this infrastructure provision by the present administration. President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, says the administration is not just rehabilitating roads, but building trust, adding that the transformative drive is the product of reform-oriented policies of the present administration.
What makes this moment even more remarkable is that the projects we are unveiling were not imposed from above. They were nominated by the people of Bagwalada themselves, and this is the kind of democracy we believe in. One that listens, one that responds, and one that delivers. Revenue base of the FCT, we are investing in roads, schools, hospitals, and people. The newly rehabilitated Ahuma Palace Radio Nigeria New Market Road is a lifeline to the communities it connects.
FCT Minister Nyesom Wike expresses readiness to initiate more projects that have a direct impact on the lives of the people.
Look at how happy the people are. That's to tell you that these roads have affected their life. Each time I come here for inspection, you can see the joy in them. Are you happy? Are you happy? Do you want more things? Do you want more things? We will give you whatever you want.
The commissioning of this road is a demonstration of our dedication to inclusive governance and also infrastructure renewal in our urban and the rural communities.
The 10-kilometer stretch road constructed by an indigenous contractor was delivered in 8 months. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Away from infrastructure and now security, the FCT Police Command is optimistic that more breakthroughs in crime fighting will be recorded if the synergy with the members of the public is sustained. Commissioner of Police, FCT Command Saka Ajao Adewale commended community members while briefing journalists on achievements recorded between 1st May to 30th June 2025. Tessio Mary covered the briefing and now reports.
In a thorough crime mapping as directed by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, the FCT Police Command has identified black spots and implemented an action plan which led to the arrest of 82 suspects as part of achievements recorded within 2 months. Commissioner of Police, FCT Command Saka Ajao Adewale appreciates members of the public for the support given to the police through prompt phone calls which foiled 5 kidnap attempts, including the Apo Waru incidents.
I want to sincerely appreciate the officers and men who participated in the operation that led to the successful foiling of this Apo attempted robbery. I equally want to commend the effort of that single Nigerian who summoned courage to call the police at the nick of time. The most dangerous thing at the battlefield is when the adversary have taken a fatal position before the arrival of security operatives.
4 cases of child trafficking were recorded, with 8 suspects arrested, while 3 children rescued and united with their families. 8 abandoned babies were also rescued and handed over to the Social Welfare Center. Amongst the achievements are the recovery of 10 vehicles, 2 motorcycles from kidnapped suspects, firearms, ammunition, among others.
A visa syndicate was equally busted within this period. That was on the 3rd of May 2025. Acting on credible intelligence, the command raided an apartment at Aso Junction in Lugbe, where
And this is where we have to conclude the news. To join our live telecast, thanks for watching.